Hello, this is part 5 of the walkthrough for the 2016-17 SHSAT Mathematics Form A. Alright, this is the final part. We're going to be doing questions 91 through 100. If you don't have the test in front of you, again, go to the description below, click the link to my website. There you can print out or download a free copy of this test. Actually, the whole handbook. Anyway, let's get started with number 91. Alright, we've got some absolute values. So negative 3 turns into 3. This is all inside a negative parentheses. Negative 8 turns to positive 8, but it's a negative sign. And we have negative 4 turns into positive 4. This whole thing gives us negative 1. And if we take the negative part of it, we get positive 1. Right? But the question says, what is the absolute value to the negative? Right? So we still have 1, but now negative 1. So our answer is C. Alright, number 92. We have to find the unshaded portion here. Alright, so what I see is one full square here, and then 2 half squares there and there. So we have 2 squares. That would be 2/12 or 1/6 of the whole is shaded. So 5/6 is unshaded. So 75 times 100 is 75,000, sorry. No, 7,500. Erase that 0. And then we have to do divided by 6 times 5. Okay, divided by 6 would be 1250. Multiply that times 5. We end up with 6250, which is closest to H, 6,000. Okay, about how many, right? So it's not exact. Okay, number 93. If x can be any integer, what is the greatest possible value? So we have 1 minus x squared. So this is a negative, right? So we want this to be as small as possible. The smallest is 0. So 1 minus 0 equals 1. And what do they want to know? What is the greatest possible value? So the answer is 1, which is C. Okay, let's do number 95 or 94. We've got a survey, all right? So they want to know how many people. Let's see, we have 23 for dogs and 20 for cats. That's a total of 43. 3 students voted twice, so we need to erase 3 of those votes to get us down to 40. 5 students didn't vote, so we have to add those kids back in, and we're up to 45, which happens to be H. Let me make that a little nicer. There we go. Alright, moving on to number 95. Ang, I like that name, Ang. So we have Ang is X, and Julia is Y. So we have an X and we have a Y. Ang gives 1/3 of her money to Julia. So this is going to be Y plus X over 3. And then Julia spends 1/4 of her money. So Y divided by 4, and that's going to be what? X over 12 if you multiply these together, right? So Y over 4 plus X over 12 is what she spent, and we're looking for what she spent. And there it is right there. It's A. Okay. All right, number 96 now. Nam worked on a job for 10 days. On each of the last 2 days, he worked 2 hours more than he did for the mean. So he worked a total of 69 days. So we have 8 normal days, so we have 8x. And then we have 2 days where he worked an extra 2 hours, so that's going to be x plus 2. And that whole thing is going to equal what? 69 hours. Alright, so let's just solve for x. We have 8x plus 2x plus 4 equals 69. So over here we're going to have 10x, over here we're going to have 65. So x is going to equal 6.5. What do we want to know? The last 2 days together. The last 2 days are this little thing here, right? So we have to do x plus 2, which is 8.5, and then times 2, which is 17. Okay. Right, so we have to put the x right back in here, not here. Okay? That's how we got our final answer. All right. Let's go down to number 97. All right, we've got a nice little chart. 3 different kinds of advertisements here. They're going to use an equal number of each. So we're going to have 200 times x plus 350x plus 600x equals, what is it, 1150? So that's going to be 950, 1150. 1150x equals 1150. That's weird. 11,500. So x equals 1,000. Or 10, sorry. So x equals 10, so there's 10 of each. So we've got 10 full pages. Right? We've got 10 half pages, which is 5 pages, and we've got 10 quarter pages, which is 2.5. So if you add all that together, that's 17.5, which is answer, no, E, answer E. Okay. That was a tricky little question. Okay, let's go on to number 98. We've got the gasoline price dropping. Let's see, 5 cents per gallon. She's going 27 miles each way, so that's going to be 54 per day. 30 miles on each tank, and she's going 5 weeks. So 54 times 5 is 270 miles. We need to divide that by 30, which equals 9. And she saves 5 cents per tank, so that's 45 cents. 9 times 5. All right. Let's see. Got a rectangular floor, 12 by 16. And then these tiles are 8 inches. The units aren't the same. So let's go ahead and change the units now. First, we're going to do 12 times 12 to change this side, and then 12 times 16 to change the other side. 12 times 12, I believe, is 144. And 12 times 16 is 192. All right, here's the annoying part. We got to multiply these together. Once you do that, you end up with 27,648. Okay, if you divide that number by 8 times 8, which is the area of our tile, 64, you come up with 432. Okay, so we have to take this number and multiply it by our dollars, which are $8. So times 8 is $3,456, which happens to be answer E. A lot of work in that problem too. If it wasn't the second to last problem, I would probably tell you to do it at the end, but we're at the end. So anyway, last problem. We have to form a 3-digit ID number. 1, 2, 3 digits, and the forms can't be repeated. Okay, so there's 6 numbers. So you can pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 choices here. And once we pick a number, there's only 5 choices left here. And now there's only 4 choices. Right? So for example, 6, 5, 4. Right? We just multiply these numbers together. So 6 times 5 is 30, times 4 is 120. This is called the counting method. Right? So for example, if there's only 5 numbers, it would be 5 times 4 times 3. Right? And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. Hope you found it informative, and have a great day.